All right, we're up, ladies and gentlemen. The Yankees are winning. The
Weird.
Giants and Jets both suck. So I guess there's going to be no arguments on today's episode.
I hope not.
First time. Nah, hey, we got plenty to talk about.
Oh yeah.
So you want to go through the topics, Tigu? Let us know what we have in store for the fans today.
Oh yeah, of course. We're gonna start out with the NBA Finals review. My Miami Heat versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm just happy we're here because throughout the whole playoffs, even myself, like I didn't think we would be in this situation that we're in. I'm very proud of the team. I think I said it like a couple of episodes of I was proud, but I'm just gonna say it again. I'm really proud of the team. Coming, beating the Bucks, beating the Celtics, man, it's just been insane. And being at this stage, even considering the circumstances that we're in with the bubble and everything else, it's bittersweet, I guess. It's just I don't know. I'm just happy we're here. We have nothing to lose, man. The Lakers, of course, are going to be the favorites when you got two probably top 5 players in the NBA playing against them. So, whatever happens. I'm happy for my team, and we'll see. Anything can happen. I mean, look at the Raptors last year in the finals. Nobody expected them to win it, even though, of course, they had a lot of luck on their side. But
did you expect the Heat to go this far?
Me being realistic, I really didn't think so. Just being unbiased is whatever. And me, as much as I know basketball, it might not be in a lot, might not be enough, whatever. I didn't really think it because it's just when in the regular season when I was watching the Heat games, I could see their flaws, but like I said before, the circumstances with the bubble. I said it. I think I said it last episode. Any teams like the Miami Heat can do stuff, man. It's possible, but it's insane.
Ahmed, you want to give your take on it? Kind of the Heat and how they got here.
I mean, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
But
Job's not done, though. Job's not done, yo.
Good man.
Job's not gonna get done,
but I don't know. But I think when the season started and up until the coronavirus break, I would have probably picked the Bucks and Celtics. Were definitely ahead of them. Since the bubble started, there was not. I mean, they were probably the best team, just the whole bubble, but definitely in the East, I thought so.
12-3 in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, and that too. But since the restart, I really thought the Miami Heat could go to the finals, and now here they are.
I mean, the thing about it is, the Bucks. I had a feeling, like I said before, being realistic and such, going into each series, probably outside of the Pacers series, I think we were going to beat them. I thought sweep and everything. Going into the Bucks and Celtics series, in the back of my mind, I had confidence in my team. I really, really, really thought they had a great chance. The Bucks, especially against the Bucks, where you've seen in the regular season that the Miami Heat have a formula to beat them. Boston, it was just credit to Eric Spoelstra. I think we were talking about it the last episode about what's his soccer equivalent, and he's just been putting out a coaching masterclass throughout the whole playoffs against people Mike Budenholzer and Brad Stevens. Those are guys that you would think that won coaches of the year. People are putting them in the top 5, and Eric Spoelstra is just out coaching them. Simple as that, and insane.
I think we have to give Spoelstra credit where it's due. I think
100%.
Regardless, coach of the year accolades and all that, he's a winner. He's a proven winner. It doesn't matter if you have LeBron on your team or not. I mean, if you're not a proper coach, It's not like he went up against scrubs. LeBron didn't lose to the Phoenix Suns pre-bubble. He lost to Spurs under Popovich. He lost to great teams. So I think Spoelstra is definitely – I think he's just overlooked too often. I think there are people that respect him. There's definitely people that respect him and know who he is as a coach. But he's just so overlooked 100%. Because nobody – let's just say that Miami Heat team getting discredited – even with an average side, is criminal because they have one of the best coaches in the league at their disposal.
Yeah, 100. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the mainstream media and, ESPN and Bleacher Report and all them. They don't talk about it, And I think the Miami Heat throughout this season, it kind of drifted more to the Miami being in the mainstream eye and stuff. But he's not getting the credit that he deserves. In my opinion, I think Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in the NBA. You as a Spurs fan, I know I can see it in your face. You're definitely thinking, look at Coach Pop. But to me, Tom Thibodeau, okay, dude, come on now. I don't even want to talk about that guy because Jimmy Butler should have been in Miami. Should have even never been in the Sixers. But thank God that didn't happen. Vam's in Miami. He would have went to Timberwolves and become a nobody because the Wolves can't do nothing, can't develop shit. But that's another thing. Yeah, I mean, Coach Pop isn't the same. I think he doesn't even care anymore. No, and that's a real discussion. Who do you guys think is the best NBA coach right now?
I wouldn't say Pop doesn't care anymore.
I think he doesn't really. I think, since the death of his wife, as sad as it is, man, I just don't – you can even see it in his, post-game stuff. Even this season, he's like, dude, there's shit going on that bigger than basketball, and he's right. But, at the same time, you got to care at least,
Yeah, I think right now, Mike Malone and Spo is probably the top two.
I like Mike Malone a lot. I think he's a great coach. And
what about this guy? What do you guys think about this guy?
I mean, Doc Rivers. That's the best move that the Clippers can do. That was the biggest thing they should have done. Even after the series was.
Paul George.
Ooh,
absolutely.
Listen, Paul George is a good player, man. You can't just.
Not in the playoffs, bro. This is too many years now.
Listen, there's a lot of teams that would want Paul George, man.
Too much evidence, bro. Kawhi just needs someone to help him. If Kawhi had AD, bro, he'd been
man. If Kawhi had Jimmy Butler, if he had Jimmy Butler, Butler. I mean, it's not something, bro. If you go look at the reports back when Kawhi was a free agent, he asked Jimmy Butler first, and. Like I said, Paul George is a great player. I don't see how you can just trade somebody like Paul George because on his day he's a top 10 player in the league. Of course, in the playoffs, this playoff that we understand that, but I think throughout his career, it's I don't know. It just you can't trade someone like him. It's like, of course, the performance is not there, but guess what? I mean, shit. Did you see what they got for him? Did you see what they got for him?
Yeah,
Indiana had to because they were going to either trade him that now or lose him for nothing.
That was because they could have got Chris Paul or something. It was something like that, but he's been traded twice. He doesn't show up in the playoffs. He's a good player just in the regular season, but in the playoffs he had a good run with Indiana. He showed up. But since Oklahoma, I
don't think they should blow it up at the moment. I think they need to bring in a coach that actually knows. But I don't know how you can do that, especially giving up all those first round picks for somebody and then you trade him.
I'll take CJ McCollum over Paul George, especially in the playoffs.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
CJ McCollum?
CJ
What's his
McCollum
record in the
running?
playoffs that's so different from Paul George's? Nothing crazy.
CJ
He
McCollum
shows
does
up.
this thing in the
He
playoffs,
shows
but
up.
like, nah,
Got
man.
40
He doesn't do
Warriors.
anything crazy.
I think I think it's
He
way
shows
too
up,
early.
bro. He shows
I
up.
think it's way too early to blow it up.
I
You know,
agree. I think Paul George is gone, in my opinion. If I was the Clippers, bro, Kawhi and give him a few more players. Yes. Why? I mean, as soon as they can. Because, listen, Doc is gone. Doc, sorry, bye.
Okay, but you guys are
Whatever.
saying like, who's the player that you would trade Paul George for?
Bro,
Because
find
no
someone,
offense,
all
Ahmed,
right?
I'm not trading somebody. I'm not trading somebody like for CJ. I'm not trading Paul George for CJ McCollum, man.
Trade back to OKC for Chris Paul.
Joel
Get
Embiid.
Chris Paul back.
Joel
Embiid's
Embiid,
nice.
that's a good shout, especially if you look at what's the links and what everyone's saying. They're saying Mike D'Antoni might be going to the Sixers, you know. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
A big problem, they said, with Doc was that the Clippers disagreed with him not putting Zubac in that series. He put Montrezl Harrell in over him.
And Montrezl Harrell didn't have a really good playoffs, man. I think he lost a lot of money that
Couldn't stop him
playoffs.
either. It was just, I mean, like Doc definitely fucked up in the playoffs.
But listen,
Like,
at
three
the end of the
straight
day, I agree. But at the end of the day, they were up 3-1, and they had big leads in every other game, so they should have won regardless. It's more on them. No disrespect to the Denver Nuggets, but it's that series was more on the Clippers and Doc Rivers not adjusting to what Mike Malone did. And simple as that. What does that come down to? Coaching. And guess what? The coach lost his job. And now, like I said, I don't see how they should blow it up. Bring in a new coach, bring in somebody, and then see it. Then what happens after. So, I mean, I get only time would tell now.
Does the coach make that big of a difference? Like, I agree, the coach is obviously very crucial, but does the coach make that big of a difference to the point where Paul George and Kawhi scoring, 2 points in the fourth quarter?
You're right.
Coach is going to change that? I mean, I
agree
with him.
Right, coach.
You're right. I think listen, at the end of the day, you got to do something. Okay? And they did something. Your guys' opinion is that they should trade Paul George. I think they did what is right. And they got rid of the coach who should have been gone a while ago. The only reason why he saved his ass in Los Angeles was last season, where he did really good. He did really good. But if you look at before that, when you had Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, they underachieved so many times. Very talented roster. And even if you look back at him when he was in the Magics, and he had Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Rondo, and only win one championship? Come on. You know? So
who would you replace him with, though?
The Clippers?
Who do you think they're going to replace him with?
That's the tough thing, you know. I really don't know. That's just, it's really crazy. I really don't know. I mean, they can replace him with someone that they already have, Tyronn Lue, somebody that isn't a very good X and O guy, but he knows how to manage egos. And that if you look at the reports and what's been going on throughout the season with the chemistry of them, you have someone like Tyronn Lue could benefit.
I mean, he was already there the whole time.
Exactly. But there's a difference. One's a head coach and one's assistant. This is a huge difference, man.
Imagine you want them to steal Pop from us, right?
What?
You want them to steal Pop from us?
I'm saying that would be the best thing possible. That like a dream. But
I mean, I don't see how Pop leaves. I think he just retires. And there was talks about him going to Brooklyn, and that was probably the best case scenario because of the relationship between him and Sean Marks, the general manager, was the former assistant general manager in the Spurs. So I think he retires. I mean, that's the thing. It's really hard. You could pinpoint, let's just say, in my opinion, you could see Mike D'Antoni going to Philly and Doc Rivers Doc Rivers isn't going to be unemployed. I think he's going to be at the Rockets, which is going to be kind of.
That's
I
an
don't know.
interesting thing to see, in my opinion. That'll be really interesting to see. But let's track back a little back to the NBA Finals.
Oh yeah.
Back to the stars. I forgot we were even talking about the NBA Finals at this point. Because, bro, so much shit. Like, LeBron Miami is whatever. I feel like that's a matchup. Even though not a lot of people would have called it, but I feel like that's a matchup we were expecting to see deep down inside. I'm pretty sure I said a few episodes ago that Miami would.
I think you did.
I said Miami won too.
I said Miami would go to the finals because they show their talent. Lakers, I'm happy they went to the finals. I honestly thought the Clippers would get there. But listen, if Rondo wins another ring, I'm more than happy, bro. Greatest point guard of all time, getting another ring.
Out of all the players on the Los Angeles Lakers, you talk about
I don't care
Rondo.
if LeBron gets another ring.
You're insane.
If LeBron could go 3-7 with Rondo getting another ring, I would be so happy. Listen, I'd much rather the Miami Heat win. I don't have no sympathy for the Lakers. I guess I might have rooted for them when I was little and Kobe was on the team, but yeah, I just like the story of the Miami Heat more too, because I mean, the Lakers are supposed to be here. This is where they're supposed to be at. This is
listen, if you look at some Laker fans, they think they're the underdogs, which is insane to me.
That's shocking.
Which is the narrative? Where's that narrative coming from? Like, dude, are you serious? You have LeBron James.
That's the pussiest thing I've ever heard in my life.
What
Laker fans Laker fans and LeBron fans are a weird bunch. So that's not like anything crazy.
You just can't find the crazy people.
That series is gonna be, as a Miami fan, it might sound crazy. I'm confident going into this series because I trust in Eric Spoelstra. I trust in the team to play hard every single game, and the players that are gonna beat the Miami Heat have to be LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Simple as that. Because in my opinion, I think the overall team of the Lakers is not good. As good as Rondo's been playing, as good as Dwight Howard has been playing, KCP, Alex Caruso, Kuzma's been garbage. Fuck that guy. Shit. I've been said that. I don't even want to hear about that guy.
Paul made him, boy.
Yeah, he's trash, bro. And Hero got his ex-girl. And Hero got his girl. So, but anyways,
that's what team is paying attention to.
Yeah, because yo, you don't know, bro. If you're playing and you're talking shit, I'm gonna be like, yo, I got your bitch, bro. What are you gonna do?
Oh, shit. Get in his head.
And she's there, she watching me cook you, bro. So, yeah, it's I'm excited. I was talking to my brother who's a big LeBron fan, and I said, I'm like, if you look at LeBron, where his legacy started in Miami, winning that championship with Miami, and it's bitter. I want Miami to end it because LeBron left us to go to Cleveland, and that shit still irks me. He left Pat Riley, he left the team, and you look at what's happened with Miami since he's left. We lost the best player in the world. You go look at teams like Chicago after Jordan left, they still haven't recovered. You look at Cleveland when LeBron left twice, they still haven't recovered. Miami, we're a couple games. We're always the 9th seed every year. Wow, one, Dwayne Wade, who's aging and left, a franchise player of the team, left. Chris Bosh, a top 15 player, got blood clots, and they make the finals. 6 years later? It's insane. So to end LeBron's. I already believe that Michael Jordan's the best player of all time. That's just me, but it's just a validated between LeBron fans. You look at LeBron fans, they're like, dude, LeBron has no excuses this year. None. Playing with Anthony Davis. So we'll see. I have Heat in 7. And a major player, if Miami win, I'll predict now the finals MVP would be Bam Adebayo.
He's a fucking great player, man.
Insane player. And it's crazy because I'll say it because I'm a real person, When the draft night I was there, I wanted Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell went one spot before him, and I was so mad we got Bam Adebayo because I really didn't rate him at all. You know, I wanted OG Anunoby as well. He's a good player, but credit to Bam, man. He's a worker. He's just insane, you know. And a lot of Miami fans, true Miami fans, will say it. But like Bam's outside of Jimmy and Hero and guys, Bam's been our MVP. Our MVP.
Mm-hmm.
You think Tyler Herro's gonna show up in the finals?
I would hope so, man. You know, listen, I'm one of those persons that willing to trade him, and it's insane looking at it. You know, like we wanted to trade freaking Hero for some people that haven't even made the finals, and Hero's done at the age of 20 in his first year. So, I hope so. You know, he's a very confident player. He's always confident. He's always confident in himself playing against anybody. And you can see it. You can see in the fourth quarter game 6, dropping 37 on the Boston against the Bucks. You know, he's not scared of the light, of the bright lights. And this is the brightest of them all. So hopefully he shows up. I mean, who can guard him on the Lakers? Rondo? So
Alex Caruso.
I really dislike that guy, man. I
don't know why I dislike him.
What a matchup.
Dude, he's like 22 years old and balding, bro. Like, I don't understand that shit, bro. And that's the only thing I don't like him, because he's a white guy with bald and 22 years old with hops. Like, dude, what? I see them at the park, dude. Like,
he's a freak of nature for you?
Man, fuck that guy, bro. I don't care.
All right, let me tell you something, though. Rondo will lock up Harrell and get a triple-double every game of this series.
Oh, my
Lakers in 4.
No, that nonsense.
Honestly, okay, hold up. First of all, yes, I'm obviously joking, but Rondo's a fucking baller, bro. So
Rondo ain't gonna do shit this series. I can bet it.
Yeah? You sure about that? Who's guarding him, bro?
I'm pretty sure.
Goran Dragic is gonna
play him. Rondo gonna get like one lob and that's it, dude.
Okay, one lob. But I'm gonna say this. Honestly, jokes aside, bro, I got Miami winning in 5.
Nah, 5?
Honestly.
That'd be fucking insane, man.
I got Miami winning in 5. I got Jimmy Butler totally locking down LeBron. We see that. You've seen their matchup numbers? I saw it on Twitter the other day. I forgot who posted it.
Yeah.
Bro, LeBron against Jimmy is a easy matchup for Miami. The only problem that you have is AD. AD Adebayo, if he can pull up, he can pull up, bro.
If he can at least contain him, man, that's gonna be huge. That's why I said it. I'm like, bam.
AD's getting no rebounds. And if you follow the games, the trend tends to be the team with the most second chance points dominates. Obviously, it's a given. You score more points, you dominate. But that's crucial. Like, the team's getting these offensive boards is just dominating and dominating. Whatever team gets the most boards. Unfortunately, Denver, the one kind of instance where that wasn't really the case, they had, like, I think 15 second chance points to the Lakers won, and they lost their final game. But if Bam could be able to pull something off against AD, dude, honestly, Miami in 5. I wanted to say 4, but LeBron's gonna have that 140 night, so it's not gonna happen that easily.
I think a very important place for the Lakers would be Dwight Howard. He's gonna be really important for them. My prediction, I think I said it. He in 7. I think he's gonna be good. You know, Pacers in 4, Bucks in 5, Celtics in 6, Lakers in 7.
I mean, I was gonna say a lot of things about this whole matchup, but he pretty much said it. Like, outside LeBron, outside AD, the next 5 to 7 players, I would say the Miami Heat probably have the better players. The Miami Heat have the better coach. Miami Heat are, I think mentally are made for this. But it's hard to pick against the best duo, in the whole sport. But if everything goes right, if the Miami Heat knock down threes, because if they knock down threes, nobody's beating them. I don't know. They have one loss, I think, in the playoffs this year, when they shot or made more than 13 threes or something like that. So if they knock down threes, You're not going to stop Anthony Davis. You're not going to stop LeBron James. Let them, get their stats, but stop Alex Caruso. I know it sounds crazy to say that, but he changed the game when he comes in. Stop Rondo. Stop Howard. Make every play one and done. No second chance points. No fast break points. It's a lot, but if you want to be champions, what you got to do. And I think the Miami Heat, low key, are like perfect to match the Lakers, but we'll see.
It's just tough to, like you said. I mean, it's tough to pick against LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So
Finals,
if it's close in the fourth quarter, though, I'm going Miami Heat, bro.
Close in the fourth quarter.
Miami, bro. Miami do not like games where they have leads. They love games when it's back and forth to the last minute. Every single time.
It's gonna be also interesting. Go ahead, Ahmed. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but like when they played you guys early, right? It was a whole. It was a different team, right? There was no Jay Crowder, no Iggy.
Yep.
Like none was still starting. So like now you got Tyler Hero on his A game. You got Iggy and you got Jay Crowder to help defend Bron and then knock down some threes. I might just pick him.
Why not, bro? Fucking pick him, dude. I'm picking him. I'm a Heat fan though, but listen, y'all got it on the recording. And I said I'm running down naked if we win the championship. I don't give a fuck. Winning the championship, man. I don't care, bro. You can record it too, bro. I don't give a shit.
We can't post it on Instagram because it'll get taken down or something.
Censor.
Censor. Be like crazy Miami Heat fan from New York.
Running down. Man, I will book my flight to Miami. I think I will.
Yeah?
Go celebrate. Man.
Parade?
Hell yeah. If there even is going to be a parade, motherfucking coronavirus cases are going to Miami Heat fans don't give a shit about coronavirus.
Yeah, Florida don't give a shit, bro.
Yeah, that's Florida. But that's a different conversation.
Move on.
What do we got next? Wait, Ahmed, did you say how many games? Like Miami, Lakers in 6, 7, whatever?
If the Lakers win, Lakers in 6. If the Heat win, I think Heat. Oh my God.
He's doing the math.
If everything goes right, the Heat in 5, bro.
Heat in 5. Thank you. I think a lot of people are going to call me stupid for that, but I have a very strong feeling Heat in 5 is happening, bro. This is going to be a Eric Spoelstra, Jimmy Butler, masterclass performance. Unheard of.
Can you
Tyler
imagine
Hero.
LeBron James, bro, does not walk away with this NBA championship?
What?
Can you imagine if LeBron James does not walk away with this NBA championship?
Oh, that's it.
I don't
want to hear Shannon Sharp. I don't want to hear Nick Wright. I don't want to hear any of you blind goddamn witness.
It's really gonna feel so good as a Miami Heat fan. You know, with everything about Pat Riley, I know it's guaranteed Pat Riley's gonna love it, and you know it's gonna feel so good because LeBron, it's gonna come full circle. You know, but it's still very early. You know, we're talking about this, but if it'll come full circle if Miami beat LeBron. So, but it's still early. I got Heat in 7, but. We'll see.
That first game tomorrow. Right? First game. Wow, bro.
Let's go Heat.
That's crazy. If you would have told me in March we were going to watch the NBA Finals this year, bro, I would never predict it. So.
Crazy.
What we got next on our agenda? I believe we got untapped territory we haven't touched yet.
UFC, Ahmed, you got it. Go ahead.
UFC 253 just went down. Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa. Dominic Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Polish power. Let's just call him that.
Polish
power.
When I seen the odds, bro, I was like, okay, if I'm a betting man, I'm gonna take those odds on Jan. Because Jan, bro, he's way slower than Dominic. Dominic is the better fighter. this is what I said to you guys at the park. Dominic is a better fighter, I think, and still it's probably
100%.
still the
That's
better
so good.
fighter. Like he's better all around, I think. But if Jan, it only takes one, and if Jan touched him first, which he did, he broke his nose. Those shots to the right side body, disgusting. And
that was nasty, yo.
That was
quick.
Hell yeah.
And then like after, when I was watching like some shows about like it was like the post show or something. It was like Ariel Helwani and them. And then they said that like Dominic Reyes was talking about how he still didn't have time. Like he only had 6 weeks for this. He felt like he wanted to fight, and like I think it was like the UFC 254 card. He just wanted more time, and then he didn't have time, and he's still talking about it. Like fight week, he was still talking about it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not surprised Jan won, but how he did it, he looked so impressive. You know, this is a guy that was 2-4 in the UFC, and now he's a champ. First time in 10 years, someone not named John Jones or DC champion. We all thought it was going to be Dominic Reyes, but it's Jan. And I don't know. We'll see what he does. And then the main event. Or you want to say something about Jan?
Yeah, I was going to say about that fight. You know, it was just like going into it, I'm thinking, yeah, Reyes got this. You know, dude, like you said, better fighter, simple as that. And during the fight, you know, I was looking at it. It felt to me that like Dominic Reyes was like
he was holding back,
like not holding back, but he was being too like
Jan was putting on the pressure. We know
exactly.
Jan was definitely putting on.
Jan was like Reyes was being too cute with it. You know what I mean? Like he needed to do more, but he felt like, oh, this is a 5-round fight. And Jan, on the other hand, was like, nah, fuck all this shit. I'm about to do dirty boxing. And the biggest thing for Jan were those blitzes, the furies, the flurries of those punches, the multiple combos. And that's what hurt him. And it hurt him. And then he got him with the big punch, and fucking insane. It just credit to Jan, because he was the best. Like, Jan was a middle of the pack guy throughout his whole career in the lightweight division. You know, he freaking knocked the shit out of freaking Luke Rockhold, and it was just like,
released if he wasn't Polish. I'm telling you that right now.
He would what?
If he wasn't from Poland, he would have been gone. 2-4, got finished a couple times.
Yeah. But he has that fan base behind him, and it's just like, damn, credit to him, man. Credit to him, he deserves it. I don't think he's gonna have like a long reign like other guys and everything, but credit to him, he was a better fighter. He won that belt. Enjoy the moment. Good on him, man. I'm happy for him.
What I took from it was Reyes went into that fight thinking he was the champion, and that Jan had to bring it to him.
It was supposed to be like, you know, his night, you know.
Yeah. Even I thought like Reyes is coming into this with the right mentality. He's going to be a champion mentality type of thing. But at the same time, I think that mentality is what hurt him. I think him going into that with I'm the champ, Jan has to bring it to me was just a wrong mentality. What he should have done was go in there, get the job done, and say, this is my belt, this is my division now. John Jones is gone, DC's retired. That's it. This is my division now. But
you're right. And it goes back to what I said. And you're absolutely right, whatever you're thinking. And it goes back to what I said. Like, he was too cute. Like, he tried, like, he thinking he was about to do some crazy shit. Like, dude, keep it simple. Do what you got to do, man, because you're such a talented fighter. You can easily beat him. But and the thing about Reyes is, like, everything he does, he acts like a champion. Very respectful guy. He respects the opponent. Even after he lost, he was congratulating. He's like, good job, everything like that. And you got to show out. Simple as that, man. You can't lose opportunities and think you won it already, especially in MMA in general, where one punch can change it, man. One punch can change it. It's like no other sport can do that. Like it's like one basket, and like if you're playing in NBA and one basket gets you 40 points or something like that. Like that's basically what MMA is when you one punch, and it just sucks. But I think Reyes can learn from this. you know, he can learn from the John Jones fight where, you know, we thought he won. I mean, me personally, I don't know about you guys. I thought he beat John Jones, but it's all good. He's still got time, and he's a great fighter regardless. So
I think the NBA should look into adding a 40-point line now on the field. It's a great idea. Any 40-point line from behind the
better pay me for that.
Outside the stadium.
We're gonna show them the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And main event. Take the main event, man. Come on, son.
Yeah, so main
Let's
event.
go. That's what I'm waiting
event.
for, bro. I'm waiting for the main event because I'm about to talk some heavy shit right now. Heavy
Israel Adesanya remains undefeated after he dismantles another, now former undefeated fighter, Paulo Costa. Some people are saying that Paulo Costa didn't even show up, so it's not a great Izzy performance. Some people are saying because Izzy is so deadly that it forces these guys to be frozen. This is now, I think, 3 straight fights. Whitaker was done after the first round. He got knocked out twice in one fight. Yoel did not want to even test Izzy. Now again, Paulo Costa. I think personally it's because how good Izzy is. Yeah. Like, he's just on a different 100%. Level now. It's 100%. Now you see it.
Totally agree.
I don't think anybody's gonna beat him. Obviously, we're talking about like Jerry Kennedy here. I don't think he's gonna beat him. But
Israel just got into Costa's steroid stash and that's the big upside.
Yeah, I seen that. Yo, listen. I love Adesanya. He's one of my favorite fighters. I've been with him for years now, and that shit's sus, man. That shit's really sus, man. Really sus. I hope not.
He doesn't even say anything about it, bro.
I hope not, because listen, in competitive sports, regardless, if you're a competitor, you're always gonna look at something to get the advantage. You always are, because at the end of the day, they're playing for their family.
But it's different in this sport, bro. It's different.
It is, but listen, you think Paulo Costa's not on the juice, man? Come on, dude. That guy's built like a Greek god, bro. He's on the juice. He is.
I mean, bro, he was a bodybuilder anyway, growing up.
No, man.
He was a bodybuilder.
No. That dude's on the juice. You can't look like that without being on the juice, dude. No. I refuse to believe it.
Ahmed put it perfectly. He has
You act like bodybuilders don't. You act like bodybuilders don't freaking do juice.
He has T-Rex arms. That's why he looks so the curvature and everything.
I'm about to be on that. You know what I mean? My bad. Going into the fight, it sucks so bad we didn't do an episode before, because everything I would say right then happened, and I was gonna talk my shit heavy. And I mean, you could look at Twitter. I have a thing. I said it freaking as soon as the fight got in. I'm like, this guy is knocking his ass out. Looking at the Yoel Romero and Adesanya fight, everybody's talking, oh, boring fight, boring this, boring that. Yoel Romero throughout his whole MMA career is explosive. The attacker goes for every time, and he didn't against Adesanya. And people are like, what the fuck? You can't do that against someone so elite like Adesanya. He is 4 moves ahead of you. He knows what you're gonna do before you know. So being like that, you can't do that. You can't. You have to have a balance of both. Being aggressive and knowing how to fight the technical aspects of fighting. And he's just so good. He's just so good. He's above everybody. I think, well, of course you could talk about the wrestling of him. He never really faced a wrestler, even though in some cases in some fights where his wrestling, he did good. Takedown defense was pretty solid. But the difference between Yoel, but listen, Paulo Costa doesn't do that. Like people saying, oh, why doesn't he so much bigger than him? Dude,
he should have.
He should have, but he never did. And it's not. People think, oh, he should have took now. Bro, dude, it's not that easy. You see how
He went for
lanky he is,
one
everything
and
is set?
failed, yo. He went for one. People didn't really talk about it, but I'm pretty sure he went for a takedown, and Israel
Nah,
just
it was in the
completely.
clinch, bro. He just caught him in the clinch. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it was like
It
he
wasn't
was
that
actually going for a takedown.
you know,
But
but like it's just like, man, it's just, oh my God, it was just a masterclass performance. I haven't seen that good of a performance, like pitch perfect, since Conor versus Jose Aldo.
No,
Conor versus
Name me a better performance.
it wasn't
Adesanya
that.
versus
Eddie.
Conor versus Eddie is a good shout.
Gaethje
Davison
versus
Figueiredo
Tony
versus,
Ferguson was a
Gaethje
super
versus
Benavidez.
performance.
I think Adesanya
Figueiredo
had a better performance
Benavidez,
than,
bro. That was a masterclass.
yeah, that was good too. But whatever,
Destroyed.
you can argue. You can definitely argue it. But it's just Paulo Costa. You can see it in the fight. You know, the kicks that would got him, the calf kicks to hurt him. You could see him. He was getting annoyed fighting. He was getting annoyed. That's why he was doing that, like, joking around thing, you know, when he was just standing straight. And then Adesanya was like, "Oh, yo, Romero," and then
Come on.
yeah, he was like because Adesanya is just, he knew what he was gonna do, and he was getting annoyed, and he finished it off, and rightfully so. He's the big guy now. Now they got to think about who's next, and I think who's next is gonna be the winner. Robert, go ahead. My bad. Let me not get ahead of ourselves.
This is what I gotta do sometimes. Now, you know, I gotta be the bad guy sometimes. You know.
No, go ahead.
For Paul Costa, though, this is, 13 months he did not fight, right? He's coming off a bad injury, like a very bad injury, and like I'm not making excuses. Like these are actual things. Being from I think he's from New Zealand, so like Izzy, that is, like being from there, he can adapt to the times in Fight Island way better than Paulo Costa can, and like coming from Brazil. So like Paulo Costa was tired every single day and all that. He's coming off a very bad injury and hasn't fought in 13 months, and he's fighting the best guy, maybe now pound for pound. Like, we gotta start talking about this guy.
100%.
I'm not making excuses, but maybe that's why he looked like so bad.
I mean,
You have a valid
I understand.
point,
Yeah,
it doesn't change the outcome, in my opinion. You're right.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have probably been as
I
dominant.
know, but when we go from him, getting, like destroyed to maybe a brawl that, ends like in a fourth round knockout.
I understand you being devil's advocate, but yo, dudes get injured all the time in the fight game, training, anything.
I know,
You can break something, break that.
13 months.
I think at the end of the day, man, Adesanya does that performance 9 out of 10 times. And Paulo Costa, to me, I never really rated him.
Thank
I
you.
really never did. I didn't think he was that good he was so overhyped coming into this fight.
Where did all these Costa fans come from?
I don't know.
From where? Because
Who has he fought?
a lot of people were on his side.
That Yoel Romero fight, he walked down Yoel Romero, bro.
That fight was like, what the fuck are they doing? That one didn't show anything to me about Costa. It really didn't. And I understand it. Don't get me wrong. Yoel Romero is one of my favorite fighters. But was that a Yoel Romero that actually gave a shit? Mind you,
Uriah Hall, bro.
He won Uriah Hall. Are you serious? Uriah Hall.
He's a good fighter, Uriah Hall. He's not great, but Uriah Hall nobody does that like to these guys.
Man, you sympathize a lot with these old washed fighters, bro. First it was like Aldo against Peter Yan. Now you're like, bro, they're washed.
I'm not saying they're championship fighters. I'm saying nobody does that to them. And then Paulo Costa comes and
because it's the same thing with I agree. You're right. He's a great fighter regardless. Because he got the X factor. That's that punching power. The power that he has. That's the X factor. You can beat people like that. And I agree, you're right. But at the end of the day, it's very similar to me, like Francis Ngannou versus Stipe Miocic. It's a different animal. Different against someone like Adesanya. And
That's actually such a great comparison. That's really
it's
such a good
different, dude. It's just I don't know. It just I'm lost for words because I remember his first fight in the
Too
UFC.
easy, bro. It's too easy.
Our MMA fan Yoni, Urbian. I
Yeah.
told him I'm like this guy's gonna be a future champion. And
Yeah, you've
Urbian
been
was
saying
like,
it for a
too
while.
early. And he's just different, bro. That's the only word, different. Insane.
And who's next? What's he got left to do?
Adesanya?
He's not roided up.
I think.
wow.
I mean, he said he wants to, kind of be like Anderson Silva and just honor them, like just like defend the belt as many times as he could. I think after he fights Jared, maybe you fight Till. I think he's gonna destroy Till. I'm
Yeah,
not,
100%.
no, but I think we get that John Jones fight as soon as possible,
Right.
or
I want to see that.
Hamzat
That's-
Chimaev.
That's so bad.
Oh, Chimaev is. Oh my God,
It's a little too early for him. Though.
It's way. Yeah, John Jones, Chimaev, a little too early. Let's talk about who's next.
No,
I
wait.
think the winner of Jared Cannonier versus Robert Whittaker.
Obviously, yeah.
Wait. I don't think John Jones is early. Chimaev is. John Jones isn't early. Championship
I
versus
think.
championship.
I agree. But
Not right now, though. John
probably
Jones
in like a year, man. Or maybe a year and a
because
half.
he's preparing for heavyweights. Obviously, they're not unless they want to meet at 205. But
I mean, is John Jones even like? When is he gonna fight? Did he retire?
like mid next year, I
Retired.
would probably say. No,
Yeah,
he's not
but
retired.
he was supposed to fight at the end of this
He's
year.
worked it up.
Actually, I think.
But he's retired, dude.
He's not retired.
No,
You never
he's
said
just
that.
waiting for
Conor did.
He
Brock
vacated.
Lesnar.
I apologize. Yeah, Brock Lesnar. Oh my God.
He wants it. That's a money fight. He'll take it.
Brock Lesnar, bro, dude, that guy needs the juice, bro. He ain't gonna do it. I don't think that fight's gonna happen. But let's get back to this. Cool.
They might do like Stipe Francis like way earlier than you think. Maybe like
Yeah.
I
That
don't
should
know.
be the next
I don't
fight
know if they're
regardless.
booked for December yet.
Shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
But-
That's not early. That should be the next fight regardless.
No, I'm saying like they might do it this year. And,
This year?
Yeah.
I thought Stipe was gonna take some time.
December.
This year? Oh, that's why you're saying early. Oh,
Yeah. I'm
that's
saying.
interesting, man. But I want to go back to who the Jared Cannonier and Robert Whittaker. I know it's very early because the fight still needs to happen. I think we'll do it next time. I'm not gonna forget that. That's probably the next opponent.
He did say he wants Cannonier, so
Yeah, definitely. Whoever
He thinks he's gonna win.
wins that fight is definitely.
I'm gonna hold my opinions
Champ.
for that one. I'm gonna hold my opinions for that one.
all right, guys.
Yeah.
I think it's time to go into football.
Which
We're
one?
gonna talk- well,
one?
Not European football, American.
We haven't even talked about it. And I honestly, as a Giants fan, oh yes,
Man, the memes are glorious with that theme song. Everybody's
Man.
so excited. I'm not a big
Yeah.
NFL fan myself, but
yeah.
it's a good sport. I just don't, I'm not 100% familiar with every team. Like, I could run you down every single Premier League team. Can't do the same for the NFL.
100%.
My fantasy team is doing all right, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh
Russell
yeah.
Wilson, MVP, without a doubt, so far. What a player, bro. Holy shit.
My fantasy team looks like a bunch of freaking injured players because I got like 10 injured players, man. I'm going
You got
outside,
Saquon?
man.
That's
Yeah,
tough, bro.
Saquon, man. I'm not like I don't even want to get depressed. I'm already depressed. Ahmed. Me being a Giants fan, him being a Jets fan, it's sad. But guess what? There's more stuff outside of them. Going into the season, as every other sport was about what are they gonna do with being safe and stuff, and how they're gonna do whatever. And as crazy as it is today, it just came out that the Texans and Texans is who? I forgot the name. They just recently had to close practice facilities because of outbreak, and now
No
that
way.
game might not even happen. Yeah,
Holy shit.
I think Texans and Titans. Yeah, and they recently. So that's it's not how the NFL going to handle that situation. According to Adam Schefter, I think they still want to have that game played, but now they're not practicing. They closed the practice facilities totally, sent players home, and how is that going to affect other teams and what happens with them? But if you look at the MLB, how that happened with the Miami Marlins, and they still kept going. So it's crazy. But if we're going to talk about the sport itself, you know, a lot of new names and a lot of new different teams. You know, Cam Newton, Tom Brady, guys like them. You know, it's a new NFL, you could say. But you still got those guys that have been there. You know, Lamar Jackson's playing well. Patrick Mahomes playing well. And it's still very early to say because, you know, you got – I think the Chicago Bears are like 3-0. And they're probably the worst 3-0 team that I've ever seen in my life. Because beating the New York Giants doesn't really mean anything, in my opinion. I'm a fucking Giants fan. So yeah. I mean, that's it. The injuries. Going back, talking about fantasy football, the injuries. And does not having a preseason is that the reason? You know, a lot of big guys, a lot of big names. It's insane, but you know, it's good to have football back. Good to have football back.
I'm a Jets fan, right? So
The way he said it is just
you can see it in his face. If y'all watching this on YouTube, look at his face. You can see the pain, and I can relate to it because that's how I feel every Sunday, or Monday, or Thursday, whenever they freaking play, and it's just, oh my God. And it's crazy. You know why it's crazy? Because remember we had the argument? We had the argument about who's better, Jets or Giants. Motherfucker, we're on the same boat. We're both trash. We're both tanking for Trevor Lawrence. I'm about to start a rant. Don't make me go, oh, man. But go ahead, Ahmed.
Say about them. I would rather not even talk about them. Let's talk about the Seahawks. Let's talk about Russell Wilson.
Insane.
Aaron Rodgers.
Insane. Aaron Rodgers, proven motherfucker.
Obviously, still the best player in the world.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to talk about those Buffalo Bills. Those are, I'm telling you right now, as soon as they faced real competition, and we saw it against the Rams when they should have folded.
Yeah.
They will fold against the real competition. I'm telling you, the Buffalo Bills, I don't trust Josh Allen. I don't care if he has 25 touchdowns and 5 picks. I don't care about him.
You got to give credit where credit due, man. You got to give credit when credit due, man. He's playing well.
The best thing about that team, much respect to the coach, but they're not winning.
You got to listen. I mean, I agree. I think once the playoffs start, I think that's when Josh Allen. You can see it last season. Even though I get it, first time in the playoffs, I think he's going to fold in the playoffs. But it's still very early to think about the playoffs. I think you look at guys like you said, Russell Wilson. That guy to me is just.
Aaron Rodgers.
You can.
That bad man.
Russell Wilson,
Aaron Rodgers.
Different breed, bro.
You know, as much as people say about Pat Mahomes, man, Russell Wilson, dude, you can really argue he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
No, you don't even have to argue.
I'm sorry. You know why?
You know why?
Because put Russell Wilson in Andy Reid's offense. Imagine that.
Matter.
Bro, let me tell you something.
He's my favorite quarterback. It's my favorite.
It's just different, bro.
Yeah.
He just passes the ball every single time, and he does it so efficiently, so effectively, so successfully that it just works.
Bars, yeah, that ball.
I'm rhyming. No, but it's incredible, yo, because I think he is due another championship. Hopefully, he can get it.
He's doing it at least.
Another championship, another Super Bowl appearance.
Don't deserve him.
But
they don't deserve him. They don't.
Listen, Seattle's listen. We made fun of that run play that they had.
Yeah.
But they clearly don't care because they just keep doing that. They just keep passing the ball. That's all
Pete
they
Carroll,
do.
man. Pete Carroll's he's suspect,
Listen, if it
man.
works, it
I think
works.
he's really suspect. Pete Carroll's so suspect. Like I was saying while you were talking, Seattle, man, they don't deserve him. He's the reason why they're even in a situation to be contending. And he saved Pete Carroll's ass so many times. So many times. That's why I'm thinking that. Like, Pat Mahomes has such a great – it sucks because, listen, at the end of the day, Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. I know. He's a fucking alien. The type of throws, the type of shit that he does, it's like, holy shit, what the fuck? But Russell Wilson has everything against him majority of the time. And he always comes out on top, bro. Always. He's having an MVP type season, and he's due for an MVP. And it's insane. And going back to what Ahmed said, Aaron Rodgers, man, it's proving people wrong.
Yeah, bro. Draft a quarterback in the first round, and you know, you see what happens.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Promote.
Does drafting somebody, a quarterback in the first round, wake him up? Like you said, let's get him going. And guess what? If you're the GM and you got Aaron Rodgers playing like Aaron Rodgers again, of course I understand it. First round picks are very, very important in the NFL. Draft picks are very important. Dude, you got Aaron Rodgers back, man. You're always there. You're always contending. Always. When you have a guy like Aaron Rodgers. And we'll see. You got to keep
Aaron
it up
Rodgers
because
was
last
supposed to
season
be gone this year.
Yeah, people saying he's done. That beat me. I thought he was done, man. You know, if you look at his performances going into the playoffs, especially, it was like, dude, you can't even throw him like a check down. Like, what are you doing? But he's on his shit, man. And let's talk. This is something that holds dear to me.
Age doesn't matter, man. That's all.
It doesn't. I mean, I agree, but you know, of course there's a different level between someone that's like 40 and like 36. You know, you can see Drew Brees. He's getting older. He's slowing down. Tom Brady. Look at Tom, man. Tom Brady's fucking slinging that shit, dude. Of course, he's not the same Tom Brady, but he's fucking throwing that rock. And Tampa got a solid team, man. Solid. They're not that bad. Not that bad.
Yeah, they're probably going to win the division.
Oh,
what I wanted
speaking
to
of QBs, I'm sorry to cut you off, but we got to get to this. Cam Newton, can we give props to the guy? What a player. I'm so happy for him.
They really let Cam Newton go to the Patriots. That's what's crazy.
Wild, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy to me.
Anybody could have had him, bro. Anybody could have had him.
Cam Newton is wild, let me tell you something. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. What do Tampa do if Cam Newton went to Tampa instead of Brady?
They would be down a Gronkowski, but
Gronkowski, are you serious, dude?
I'm saying they would be down a Gronkowski. I didn't say whether it was good or bad.
If Cam Newton went to Tampa, that's a nasty team. That's a nasty team. But happy for Cam, and I love him. He's one of my favorite players. He's one of my favorite guys.
Super Bowl aspirations. You have Cam Newton on that team. You have like playoff aspirations right now.
Shit, man. So? I rate Cam Newton a lot, man. I agree, but also you got a Tom Brady that's what, 30, 32 years old?
This isn't a Super Bowl Tom Brady. This is not a Super Bowl Tom Brady. This 40, is a 40, sell some shirts and bring plus. Some attention to your team, Tom Brady. That's the way I see it.
Getting money for the Glazers. He's making money to the Glazers.
Man United is going to get that income now. Sign Sancho, please.
Going to Sancho.
Never gonna
happen. Listen, Ed Woodward, the Glazers, hello. You guys signed Tom Brady. You signed all these guys. How about you sign Sancho? Wake up. We'll wait for that.
Yeah.
Next.
I think you're asking for the wrong thing, bro. Be careful because they're going to end up signing Giggs and fucking Scholes with the way they signed Brady and Gronkowski.
Scholes is coming back?
So, I mean, last time he came back, he won a title. So,
why not? True. Still early in the NFL season. Very excited that it's back. Hopefully more excitement, you know, that they actually let people in, which is kind of crazy. Thinking about every other sport, you know, with the bubbles and having actually fans in the stadium. It's a glimpse of the old life. that they say. The glimpse of the old life.
So what's next? We're gonna talk about some
football, European, South American, Asian. I don't know, but we're talking about football.
Footy, lads. Come on, lads. I had to do a change of equipment real quick because my headphones died.
Oh, good. Hold up, before we start, the European champions, Ahmed. What happened? Looking. Y'all looking sad out there, man.
Matt, you didn't expect
Thiago,
any of us to bring this up? I mean,
oh no. He just thought we were just gonna go look by. Because mind you, guys, this is where we have our most like argumentative. This guy gets me so mad.
because he's a troll. It's not even like
troll, bro.
You're a troll, bro.
Who doesn't state facts, bro? I state facts. You guys are trolls. You guys are delusional.
But anyways, what I want to say was like, dude, that team, man, that midfield looked pretty shit, dude. With no Thiago.
Oh wait,
I was looking at Kimmich. Kimmich looked
what are you talking about? Goretzka over Thiago every time, bro. What are you talking about?
100%. That midfield was looking.
I cannot wait to be proven right. I would hope
so. I would hope so.
If you guys are getting hyped about Hoffenheim beating
who's hyped? We don't care. We're not gonna let you slide though.
No, exactly. Listen, at the end of the day, Bayern could come out tomorrow when they play Dortmund or 2 days from now and beat them and drop like 8. It's like, dude, we're talking about now. And what happened in that performance, also, man? Since it's we, you say we.
Let me tell you, and you guys. The first game, because it was at 9:30 in the morning, and I was so tired, So as soon as I turned it on, it was already like 2-1 or whatever. This is the first time I don't watch them from the start of the game to the end, and they drop points.
So are you saying it's a curse?
I'm gonna blame.
Oh my God, bro!
Oh my days, bro! You're sick.
I haven't since like even Algeria. When I watched them play, we have
good luck, Charlie.
Points every time I've watched them. 15 consecutive wins for Algeria, and then until yesterday, it was 35 wins for Bayern Munich. That's 50 wins I watched consecutively. Until I don't watch them, they drop points. So I guess it's on me then. I'm sorry, guys.
You should go to Munich.
I'm sorry,
and apologize. Apologize, bro. It's all your fault, bro.
It's all right, bro.
It is your fault. It is your fault. All that
undefeated in the Bundesliga, but
it doesn't say much. Anyways,
hold on.
The propaganda.
Hoffenheim beat us. But Barcelona couldn't. PSG couldn't. Lyon couldn't. Chelsea couldn't.
I seen something on Twitter.
Sevilla couldn't. Same team that watched you guys.
I see something on Twitter. They said they had like a testing for like steroids and stuff.
Oh my God!
And Bayern dropped points because it's quite what a coincidence. Yoni was. What do you think? Quite a coincidence, right? You're muted. We cannot hear you.
What a fool, bro.
We can't hear you, bro. Anyways, I'll talk for you, bro. It's insane, bro. Look at the smirk and you're like, come on, dude. What's going on there? What happened there? Is it just coincidence?
Listen, bro. If that's what you have to say, bro, congratulations, man.
Listen, at least you got bailed
just
out
because we look like Roman gods and we press the whole game and we're fit the whole game. This is what we do.
Yes, of course. This is what we do. Of course. But at least you guys got bailed out because Dortmund.
Let's talk about Manchester United.
Hold on. We'll get to it. Trust me. No, hold up. We'll get there. You're acting like I ain't gonna talk shit about my own team. I'm there. Don't even get me started with United. But let's go league by league. We'll get to the Premier English League last. The best league in the world. Honestly, you guys got bailed out. Because Dortmund lost. Put in a disgusting performance. Looking weird out there, man. It seems like they need like something new. Maybe bring in a new player or something. bring in new harmony. You know, they got new players, youth players coming in. You know, we'll see. You know, what do you think about Dortmund's performance? And what needs to be
very
done?
poor, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Like, this is what they do every year. They drop points when they absolutely cannot.
You're back.
And when you look at it, this happens every year.
Yes, sir.
This happens every year.
Good. Continue. I was just testing my mic, bro. Is
testing.
Come on, technical difficulties.
Technical
live,
difficulties, man.
But yeah, like I said, Dortmund. Every time Bayern dropped points,
yeah.
And, I mean, it was opposite this time. We dropped points after them, but
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
They always and
so weird.
This is what I love because they are just our little, you know,
little brothers.
Boys. Our little. You know,
they're stepping stone club that they are, man. It's simple as that. That's something we can agree on. You
Unfortunately,
know? They need to know their role in European football.
Listen.
Well, I mean, if they keep your boy Sancho, then it's
he has an illness.
That, you know, they're moving from, you know, being this stepping stone selling club to now, you know, we're going to keep our best players.
He has an illness. He can't go.
Yeah, Ahmed, I was going to ask you, what's your opinion on Jadon Sancho, arguably the best player on that team, you know, just not playing in a cup final against their rivals with a mystery illness, a respiratory injury that's not coronavirus. What do you think about that? Quite a coincidence. Wow, United, there's reports coming out that United put in a bid. What do you think about that as a Bayern fan, you know? And the transfer guru, guys, check our Twitter. We got transfer updates from Ahmed himself. He's out there. He knows what's going on in the world. He's talking to people. Look at him. He's there. So
he just doesn't give Man United updates. That's the only thing he doesn't do.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? It's like United. He doesn't really talk about them. But go ahead. What do you think about that, Ahmed?
You said Jadon Sancho is not going to play tomorrow. Well, so is their starting goalkeeper, Roman Berkey.
Good for them. Berkey sucks.
Right. So it's not just Jadon Sancho, and it's respiratory issues. They have not confirmed if it's COVID or not. I don't know.
No, they said it's not COVID. They said he tested negative for COVID. It's not COVID.
Yeah, it's a little sus, you know, a cup final, but it's not just him. It's also another player. If it was just him, it would be, you know, very sus. But
no, I agree. But it could also be a decoy.
Yeah.
This is a big transfer. We forget that this is a massive transfer.
Biggest transfer on earth.
Same thing is going on. Same thing is going on with Hossein Aouar right now. He has COVID, but a lot of people are saying that he really does not have COVID, that he did not want to play for France because he still has not played 1 minute for France, which means he can still play for Algeria.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if he plays for Lyon or something, that it's, I don't know. But he's one more guy that right now that are just getting sick in these, you know, some crazy ass times, and you know, obviously it's like Bayern.
It's definitely suspicious. You know, we'll see. I mean, United don't have much time, so we'll see.
We have 6 days.
Get it.
It's the last week, right?
Now. Yeah.
How many days left?
I think it's October 4th.
Yeah, I think like 6 days. I think yesterday was a week. I think yesterday was a week. Mark the week.
Deadline day. Hey, listen, we signed Martial on deadline day, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, from Monaco. You know, for 30 million.
50. Hello.
50
Tony
million.
Marshall came from France. English press said he had no chance. 50 million down the drain. There's a song. Ahmed, we should teach you the song one day. You can start singing along with us. Bro, that was a big transfer.
Yeah, it was like 50 million that had add-ons that could go up to 80. So it was a big transfer. I think at that time was the biggest transfer for a young player.
Yeah, for a teenager, I think.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Next. Serie A. Of course, it's still very early. You know, a big game that happened was Roma versus Juve and Ronaldo.
Build him out.
What's there to talk? I think he's listening to you guys. 3 goals in 2 games.
He can listen all he wants. It doesn't change the fact that he doesn't.
He was there. He's
You're such
supposed
a
to be there.
fanboy, bro. You're such a fanboy. Like, relax, bro.
It's insane to me.
You're such a fanboy.
But anyways, forget about that. Pirlo, what's going on? What's that defense? I don't know what's Chiellini, Bonucci, Danilo, and somebody else. That's Quadrado. What the hell are you doing? Well, I don't know what. It was insane because I was watching that game and it's like, do they even have a shape? Like, what's their shape? They're just people fucking everywhere. It's like, dude, come on. You can't be. This can't be another year where Juve rely on Ronaldo to carry them.
Well, I
which
mean,
he probably will.
Just got his coaching license, so let's go easy on the guy, all right? He's a good
How about
guy.
Napoli, though? How about Napoli score 6 goals?
Insane. Good to go to
Bro,
Napoli, man.
how did that signing go under the radar? Osimhen. I forgot how to say his name, bro.
Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
Osimhen, insane player. I would like
for a lot for 80 million or some shit, bro.
Yeah.
That just went completely 70, 80, something like that. Whatever. Dollar to euro conversion gets confusing, but it's a great signing. Fucking insane nobody paid attention to it. That type of money for during COVID for a player should have gotten way more attention.
It's insane because I was looking when that was happening. I'm like, oh, this guy. I think it comes because they were going to sell Koulibaly, and Koulibaly is still there, and they still spent that big money on him. And they got a good team now.
They don't want to sell him to Man City.
Yeah, that fell through.
But that fell through. They got Ruben Diaz. I don't know. I don't think Koulibaly is leaving this summer.
Where's he going to go?
I don't think people want to
PSG.
And I mean, it could happen. I could see. I could definitely see it. I could definitely see that happening. I think they have the money, but De Laurentiis, he's just somebody that is very difficult to work with. He's just very stubborn. You can see United when they were looking for a center back and Toga Koulibaly, he wanted like 110 for him. So he's a difficult negotiator. He barely wants to sell players, but we'll see about him. I think Serie A is going to be very, 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 very open this year, even more than last season. Inter, they won. Milan look good. Sadly, Zlatan has COVID. I want to see their form without Zlatan because I think Zlatan's the major reason why they were really good. Not Pioli, and we'll see. I think Serie A is going to be a very exciting league this year, and let's see it.
It's definitely,
Juve,
bro.
Especially with Pirlo coming in,
all I'm saying is a lot of Serie A fans have been telling me there's no way Juve's winning the league this year. So, in my opinion, Juve got to stop worrying about that stupid league and start worrying about the Champions League, where they failed to perform.
100%.
Without Ronaldo, at least. And when Ronaldo's there, 100%. They still fucking fail to perform because he 100%. Needs to do all the work. Bro, just win a Champions League, bro. What are you guys waiting for? They have the squad. They have the depth. It's not perfect. Oh, Ahmed's laughing. Ahmed, by the way, Bayern's not winning another Champions League, right?
Look at him.
But Juve need to win it, bro.
What? Are Manchester United going to win it?
Yo. If we sign Sancho, this is being recorded. If we sign Sancho, Telles, and who else are we linked with? Jovic.
Bro, I'm gonna humble you right now.
Go ahead.
If you don't sign Sancho, and Man United were to find themselves in a game with Bayern Munich, the score would be 5-0.
Oh, that's great. That's
listen. If you sign Sancho, the score goes from being 5 to 4-0.
Yeah, okay. Because you guys struggled against Sevilla just as much as we did, and got bailed out by a stupid mistake by a center back. You guys got bailed out by a stupid mistake by an idiot. How do you clear the ball when the goalie's right behind you? That was by far the mistake I've ever seen. You don't. Oh, of course you don't remember how. Yeah, I forgot who it was exactly because I just don't even want to remember who it was. Yeah. What an idiot, bro.
Sick, man. Dude, I'll summarize that guy. I'll summarize that
hold
guy
up, answer my question.
In a nutshell.
What was your question?
Go.
Same team that beat you guys, no?
Yeah, it's the same team you struggled against and probably would have lost to. And no, I'm saying, how do you say there's a discrepancy? 5-0 against us, but the same team we struggled against, you struggled against. Doesn't add up. It doesn't add up.
But it's not even that. Let me tell you something.
This year, and you're still talking.
Okay, that has no correlation.
Guess what? Against we were the better team. We just didn't take our opportunities.
That's true.
We were the better team. You can't say definitively Bayern were the better team.
They were not. They were not.
Bro, you are out of your mind, bro. You are out of your mind.
How?
You're out of your mind. That was the worst Bayern performance all year, and we were still the better side.
Is it because you started watching the game in the second minute?
You started,
holding possession. What are you talking about? We dominated possession. We had more chances. We had 2 goals. One of them.
Ahmed, the question is, did you beat them with no question marks? Did you beat them with no question marks? Did you beat them with no question marks?
I'm gonna put an end to this.
Did we win?
Manchester United, bad team, find a way to lose. Bayern Munich, a good team, even with a bad performance, find a way to win.
Got handed a win. You guys didn't find a way to win. You won off a corner from a player who fucked up.
Yo, hold up, Ahmed. Hold that thought. You said United find a way to lose. What happened this weekend? But let's wait for that. What I want to say about Diego Carlos is like the guy that gave
you guys played again, bro.
Wait, let him finish.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm gonna put that guy Diego Carlos, who in Europa League had a penalty in quarter, semi, and final. This guy tattooed the bicycle kick in the final. That was an own goal on his leg. He didn't even score it. That shit was going out wide, and he tattooed it on his leg.
Yeah.
That dude's a fucking sick person. That shit, I heard the commentator say it. I'm like, how do you tattoo that on your leg? What is wrong with this guy, man?
Bro.
Sicko.
The second I saw that, I knew it was going to be a goal. Because what better way, bro? What better way?
Come on, dog.
That's so what does Lukaku have to do with this?
Wait, what goal? Wait, you're talking about his mistake?
I'm talking about against Bayern.
His own goal.
No.
Okay, my bad. I apologize. I thought
you against Bayern, bro. I knew that was gonna be a goal. I was like, this is it. That's it. Insane. What an idiot! Because the small mistakes like that stupid small clubs make, that fuck up games, bro. It's just shocking. That's I've said that often. Decision making. Not talent. Decision-making is the difference between a top team and a low-level team.
100%.
It's the difference between champions and relegation wankers, bro. That's just how it is. It's decision-making.
100%. La Liga started up again.
It is another trophy for me.
Congratulations. Let me shake your hand right here through the screen. Congratulations.
La Liga started off again. I think Barcelona started with a win. Ansu Fati.
What a beast.
How old is he, dude? He's like 17, I think. I don't know. 16, 17.
Wow, 17.
Do you believe he didn't have a hat trick? He had 2, I think. But do you believe the reports that United had the chance to sign him? Because I'm going to be really tight, bro.
I'm going to tell you something. This is insane because Duncan Castles was the guy that said that we were linked to him and we wanted to sign him. And it's very interesting about Duncan Castles is that his best links are with Jose Mourinho. And who's Jose Mourinho's agent? Jorge Mendes. Recently, who did Ansu Fati switch to his agent to? Jorge Mendes. And if it's a Jorge Mendes client and Duncan Castles is reporting about him, I think there's something in it. But at the end of the day, 100+ million on a 17-year-old is quite insane, you know? So, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe in the future. But we're looking at one guy, and you know who it is. But La Liga, you know, Barcelona came out to win. I believe Messi scored.
Atletico scoring 6 goals.
Oh.
Luis Suarez. He played like 20 minutes.
a bona
He
fide
played 20
striker.
minutes. He had like an assist and 2 goals, dude.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
His first
Yes,
touch was an assist.
Ooh.
18 minutes, 2 goals, 1 assist. You
Insane,
got the
man. I didn't
biter.
think-
You got the biter and the kicker with Diego Costa and Suarez there, man.
That's such a weird front two, man. Who would have thought? Who would have
Never.
thought that
Honestly,
front
I thought he was
It's a
gonna
good team,
retire.
bro. It's a good team.
It's a good
It is.
signing for Atletico, man.
If
It's-
if João Felix,
Zhao there,
has like a breakout season, they could be
not
really
bad,
good.
yeah. I wouldn't be bad. Especially if you look at Real Madrid's performance, they got bailed out by a VAR pen to beat who they play. I think they play Real Sociedad.
Yeah, but Casemiro.
No,
right?
I think it was Real. I think it was
Casemiro playing.
What
bro?
does Casemiro have to do with it? They
He said
conceded
mad
1
about
goal.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Every game they play okay, but they get bailed out in the end. Before it was Sergio Ramos' headers and penalties. Now it's whatever happened on Saturday.
3-2 against Real Betis. So, I mean, who knows, man? La Liga is so out there, And I think at the end of the day, like we said last season, it's about if Barcelona are going to show up.
Bro,
Show up.
sad to say, but in my opinion, La Liga's importance has gone so far down, man. Ever since Ronaldo left, it went down. But then, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but bro, do you even worry about La Liga too much?
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, man. I really don't.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't.
Since Ronaldo probably left, it died out.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
And now Messi's about to leave. Messi doesn't care.
Still watch it, obviously.
He came out to sit today, and he said he wanted a truce or something like that. So, who knows? I mean, who knows?
City ran out of the
like
budget with Ruben Diaz, so he's like, never mind. I'll stay.
Okay, getting into the best league in the world, right, Ahmed? Best league in the world?
Most competitive this year, definitely, it's going to be, I think.
Best league in the world.
I'm going to leave.
Premier League.
It was fun, guys.
What are you going to say?
It's definitely the best league in the world, Ahmed. Not most competitive, not nothing.
Best league, simple as that. Simple, buddy. Simple. Anyway,
I don't understand.
You look at this.
I don't know, but the best team in the world right now is Bayern Munich, and it's in the Bundesliga. So.
Oh my God. Okay.
And Hoffenheim just beat us, so Hoffenheim will probably spank anybody.
We can never put this argument to rest.
We were talking about that in the chat. It's insane because when a team like that beats someone in the Bundesliga, they prop that up. But stuff like that, a lower league team beating a top tier team happens literally, basically every week in the Premier League. But nah, if that happens, the team is shit. Anyways, talking about the Premier League, you look at, I think the biggest surprise, it wasn't a big surprise for me because I wasn't here talking about our standings, right? I think you guys believe you talked about
we did, yeah.
What do you guys? Everton.
Yeah, I mean, it probably looks horrible right now too.
Yeah.
Looking at Everton, and we should do another one, and we should do the top 5 leagues if you guys want. We shouldn't do all 16, 18 of the teams, but looking at it, Everton, man, insane how they did. Insane how they're playing right now.
They haven't had a real test. We'll see.
How about Leicester, bro? How about Leicester?
Spurs is not a real test.
Leicester. I'm shocked at Spurs, man. Jamie Vardy at what, bro? What? How old is this? Isn't this guy 40 or something?
I look 33.
He's 32, I think 32, 33, but insane. I didn't think Leicester was going to be this good because last year they really, really relied on Jamie Vardy as their only goals thing. And now you look at him, dude, how many goals does he have? I think he's number 1 in the Golden Boot at the moment. Most goals.
4 penalties. By the way, when Vardy scores 4 penalties, it's okay. But when Bruno Fernandes scores 1, he's the cover boy of the penalty era in fucking Premier League.
It just goes to show, man. It goes to show the bias against
because that's literally all he's scored.
But he's not a goal scorer.
Did Jimmy Vardy not score 20-plus goals now for 4 straight years?
Did Bruno Fernandes not have 30 goals and assists for the past 2, 3? Did he not?
What, combined?
Yes, combined.
Yeah.
Last season, he had 30 in each league, in each half, I'm pretty sure. No.
That's
Get
just a
close to it.
Don't compare Bruno to Jamie Vardy. It's totally different players anyway. Jamie Vardy could be like.
But you're saying
the whole team.
That's all he scores. What's he gonna score, bro? Bruno Fernandes isn't our striker.
Saying, bro, he's
isn't it? Wait, hold up. I have a question.
Bailed out by bad performances until he gets a penalty in the end.
I think
in the game.
You take away the pens. Last season, you take away
the ball. I'm telling you, he doesn't play well. Or a top 5 player in the world, like you guys said. You ready your mind?
No. I said he's a top 5 midfielder, not a top 5 player. Top 5 midfielder.
You said top 5 player in the world. Stop.
Yeah.
In the first half, in the first half of 2020, he was.
Brighton.
Yeah.
I mean, when he assisted a goal against City.
You take it. Look, you take away the pens. I believe this is a very accurate stat. Take away the pens, he still has the most goals and assists in the Premier League.
He does.
So what are you on about, bro?
Yeah, I think he's second. Pull up the proof. Nah, I think he's second. I think he's second. But
what are you on about?
No, but
credit to Vardy. Get back to Leicester. Credit to Vardy, great player. They made good. Listen, they brought in that guy from Atalanta, Costa. I don't know, Belgian guy. He looked good, man.
He's balling, bro.
He's been cooking, man. He's been with Ricardo Pereira out. This guy's been really important to that team. Man.
I don't even know who this guy is.
I remember Cassania, something like that. I believe he's Belgian. Great player. He's really showed me like, yo, this guy's really good, especially and like I said, Ricardo Pereira. Someone like Ricardo Pereira who's hurt. Maybe he could play on the left side. I don't know, but
regardless,
left back, right back
to Leicester. But at the end of the day, Leicester are managed by Brandon Rodgers.
Yes,
and we know about Brandon Rodgers. At the end, they always blow it.
We saw them last year. They were top 2, top 3.
We know about that. But
they're top 3.
I think we glossed over Everton. How really they look really good, man.
Well done,
James Rodriguez. I think they got him for free. Of course, James Rodriguez. You look at him and you look at his career outside of England.
Bundesliga flop, destroying the Premier League.
Bundesliga flop, bro?
I wouldn't call him a
He's
Bundesliga
not a flop.
He actually was quite decent. He was actually quite decent.
His best games were in Champions League for Bayern Munich. His best games were in Champions League.
He didn't get a lot of game time, bro. Decent. That's it.
I thought he did good.
If James Rodriguez got the game time, he deserved.
It was the same coach and everything. Like, same manager for him.
It's a different situation.
So,
but
and he
look at guys like that.
You know, like a good amount of games. Like the hell you did not perform.
You gotta give. Listen. At the end of the day, it's still small. It's a small sample size. We gotta give credit where credit is due. He's playing good. Carlo Ancelotti. I think I tweeted it. I'm like, I think people forgot that how he's a world class manager.
World class
manager.
World class.
Come on, man.
He has probably the best resume out of any manager, maybe besides Pep. Right now,
better than Pep. He's got more Champions League.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and it just
Simoni's won it.
Decore.
Real Madrid. He's won the league and all.
Calvert-Lewin. This guy's playing out of his mind. Calvert-Lewin. And you look at
goals for ease.
He's been scoring. He's been playing like a nice number 9. Definitely deserves England shouts. Richarlison, man, this team, it's a very good team. I think if they would fix the defense, because it's still saw in Mina, like, dude, this guy's a bum. It's an insane team. It's Allen, Decore.
I really regret putting them 6th, but honestly,
they don't have the depth though. They don't have the depth.
Yeah, as we go further in, also, I think it's gonna swindle down once we start seeing Bale and Spurs. It's just
like, well, if you think about it, they're not really in any other competition though. You know, I don't think they're in Europa. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think they're in Europa. So
they can go all in for top 4. That's it.
I
don't see them.
Yeah, listen.
They'll definitely finish higher than Arsenal. By the way, Albert, 100%. They're finished.
I agree on that.
You don't think so?
But
I don't think so.
this is what we're gonna do. We should do another one, an updated one after the transfer window, because I feel like it's a little too early.
Now that Thiago's on Liverpool and Koulibaly has not gone to City, it changes everything for them.
It does change a lot.
Yeah, and Spurs, Spurs look good. I like this Spurs team, man. I don't
know. They played pretty bad today against Chelsea. They got lucky in that.
Yeah,
but they won though. That's
once
a typical
Bale comes in.
But it was typical Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, but also I think we forget that Bale is by far the best player on that team, and he hasn't stepped foot on the pitch yet. So
no, Harry Kane is the best player on that team.
No, Bale is better than Harry Kane.
After that.
It goes Bale, Son, and then Harry Kane.
Bro, this is not 2014 anymore, guys.
It doesn't matter.
Now, I mean, listen, I think
Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, and then Gareth Bale.
We'll see.
I think we got to see.
We'll see when he plays.
We got to see how he plays, but I think that's
Harry Kane, bro. I used to be like a big time. I want to say hater, but Harry Kane is a world class player.
Yeah, 100%.
World class player.
I agree. For sure, he's probably arguably the best striker in the world. Arguably, I'm saying.
Relax about that. But
yeah. Look how quickly. No, he's not. Yo, hold up. Wait, Ahmed, wasn't Tiku shouting for Ronaldo right after Lewandowski? Now Harry Kane shoots above both of them?
Imape, name anybody but Bayern players.
Arguably. You guys just gloss over that statement? Arguably.
Arguably, but you're making the argument. It doesn't matter if it's arguably.
Exactly, bro.
You're making the argument. Are you not?
Touche. Touche. You look, we got to see how Bale. I think there's still a player in Bale. I think looking at the injury record, dude, he literally had his transfer and he's out for a month already. Hasn't even played 1 minute. Dude's already hurt. Reguilon, I think they're still not even finished with transfers, I believe. I think they're still looking for a
they need a backup striker, I think.
Yeah, they're still looking for a striker. So, and it's looking good. And I'm happy for Jose because I think me and Yoni were the top Reds that supported Jose even at United. And I'm happy for him. He's getting his players, and you can see the difference between working with someone like Daniel Levy and working with someone like Ed Woodward, where he gets his targets. And Spurs are not supposed to spend money in this side. What?
Daniel Levy's not a very good. Daniel Levy and Woodward, you could basically say they're cut from the same cloth, but he is getting him players, surprisingly. Surprisingly.
Oh, dude, no way, not even close.
Yes,
I think Daniel Levy has his own problems. I agree, but dude, anyone's better than freaking Ed Woodward.
Yeah. What about when Woodward signed his 5 players deadline day? Don't forget. Jose Mourinho, props to him, going into the locker room yelling at Eric Dyer for taking a shit. That was so funny, man.
Jose, entertaining.
Well,
Jose's
what the hell is he going inside for?
Bro, he probably went to yell at him, bro. He's like, "What are you doing?" Like, didn't know what was going on. You know what's funny? If you took his interview out of context, because I saw a page posted it, they were like, Eric Dyer said, like, "Oh, it's natural, whatever," and then it's like Jose said, what he did, it's not human. But he was talking about him playing. He was talking about him playing 2 games in 2 days. But out of context, bro, I started because it's something Jose Mourinho would say 100%.
Jose, I love Jose, man. I don't give a shit, man. I love him. He's one of my favorite managers of all time. So
he's a beast.
I'm happy for him. Liverpool winning, City, man. Thank God they signed Ruben Diaz because they.
Horrible.
I think this is a big year for City. This is a huge year for City. Pep Guardiola is going into his last year. What's going to happen now? Is Pep Guardiola going to stay? Is he going to do this? There's a lot of things, They thought Messi was coming. They thought Koulibaly was coming. And there's so much question marks. I think City, they looked worse than I expected, man. They don't look good. And it just, Liverpool getting Jota and getting Thiago, man. I think this is another year where Liverpool probably win it again, matching United in Premier League titles, which sucks. But who else is there to blame besides ourselves? So we'll see. Let's get into What club? The best club
What
in
club?
England? Manchester United.
You
Embarrassing.
already know.
That's all I'm gonna say. Embarrassing.
I don't think we should linger too much on United because we know what's happening. We know what we want. We know what's not gonna happen.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm sorry, man.
What's so
funny? I love Oli. I love him, man. But at the end of the day, with the talent we have on the team, we shouldn't be losing to Crystal Palace, and we shouldn't be beating Brighton after the whistle blows. Simple as that. The performances are not good enough.
I agree.
I understand he needs the signing. I understand it. There's nothing. I understand it. We need to back him. What he did last season was insane. Making top 3 with where we were at one point. But you got to back him. You got to bring in the players. And only having Van de Beek, that's disgraceful. Embarrassing. And I'm going to say this is a criticism. I love Oli, bro. I don't want to. But, dude, bringing on a player like Van de Beek when Pogba was having a disaster class at the 88th minute, embarrassing. New signing, embarrassing. Not good. Pogba was having a disaster class. And I don't want to attack Pogba because we know about the COVID situation. At the end of the day, he's probably not ready. And funny enough, who got the corner that led to the pen? Van de Beek. So he needs to wake up because this is a big year for him. Big year. Especially when you have, I'm going to say it again, I'm going to keep saying it, especially when you have somebody like Pochettino available. There's no time to play. And I understand it, that he might be set up to failure, but you got to be better. Got to be better.
I agree. I'm one of the biggest Ole ins. You can even testify to this. I'm a very big Ole in guy, but we can't be finishing anywhere. I think top 4 should be set. I don't care about if we don't get signings or not because I think we're a great team. But if we finish outside top 5, we sack him with no questions asked. And I hope it doesn't come to it. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes.
We'll see. I'm going to go. You get it out, man. Banter us. Come on. Go ahead.
I'm not going to say anything that you haven't, said already. It's absolute shambles. It's been like this. It's not the first year. This is what I'm saying. This is nothing new. This is classic Manchester United.
Classic.
Delusion of fans.
Like the new era.
Fans, bro, let me talk. I didn't say one word when you were blabbing. Delusional fans who 2 weeks ago were saying, I'm going to win a Champions League or Premier League. You're not going to win nothing because you haven't won nothing for a long time now.
Okay.
Ole, insane. You can say whatever you want, but you don't need Sancho to beat Crystal Palace at home, and you don't need you should be beating Brighton and Crystal Palace comfortably.
Hold on, but let me say something about.
You're not losing. You're getting dismantled by Brighton, especially.
Brighton's a good team, man.
By more
he knows Brighton's a good team. Ahmed, you said Brighton was a good side.
Good team,
I said, but
great manager, good talented.
No, I agree though.
Don't discredit them. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Definitely. No, you should not be losing to these teams without Sancho. It does not matter. You don't need these are
correct. I agree.
I pick Crystal Palace to maybe just stay in.
Yeah.
Come on.
You? No, you didn't.
At home, first game of the year.
I agree. You're right. You're right. I mean, at the end of the day, you're right. But it's still as we said, it's still very early because if you bring in a player like Sancho, man, the momentum, the energy that comes when you bring in a player like him, it can change the season. Similar to why we should have brought in Bruno Fernandes a freaking couple months before. It changes. You have somebody like him. And if everything's coming out that we're saying, bringing in a guy like Telles, who if he can transition well from Portugal to the Premier League, similar to like what Bruno did, that's a world-class player coming in. Telles insane. Bringing a guy like we're linked to Jovic, a striker, somebody that when Martial has a bad game, a perfect alternative.
It's good depth.
It's
Didn't
great
Sabo sign a number 9?
and a potential. You're right. Yeah, agree. But you're talking about a number 9 that should take over from Martial, which I agree. Potentially Jovic can become our number 9 over Martial. I believe that because that's how much I rate him. Loan with option to buy. But at the end of the day, I think we were talking about it. When you have even if you have a loan, you loan the guy, and then let's just say he has a great form with us. He can push for a move similar to like Kovacic. He was loaned to Chelsea, and then he had a great season, and he pushed for the move, and he got it. Similar to what we could do. And you bring in that, and then you add Sancho on top, or you can bring in guys like Ismail Assar. It helps the team. Dembele.
That's such an interesting shout.
Dembele is in. I don't want him.
I don't like him.
I think it's a smoke screen. But the only problem with him, because he's a very talented player, he's one of the most talented players in the world, it's just he can't stay healthy. And if you're playing in the Premier League, the physicality and our record with injuries, our medical staff isn't good at all. So it just to me, it's just like disaster. It's just disaster written all over. But
listen,
we'll see.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, enough for United because I can go all night.
Yeah, I think just to wrap up European footy in general.
No. Calma, tranquilo.
Go ahead.
Chelsea. What? Chelsea.
Oh.
Why? Don't think I just forgot about Chelsea, man. Fat Frank, 200+ million spent on what?
Mount over Havertz, by the way. This guy.
Mount. Who are these people, bro? Who are you, dude? Mason Mount. At one point, what we got to talk about this guy.
You know what's crazy?
Out of the Carabao Cup already.
Well, he faced Spurs, but you know what's crazy?
West Brom, 3 goals. West Brom are getting relegated. Thiago Silva, the guy that's supposed to come in.
His first game, bro.
Yeah.
3 goals against West Brom?
I think you're overreacting a little, bro. I agree. It was shambolic, but like,
dude, when they played
they'll
Brighton,
get it together.
They barely should have beat them. Brighton are a good team. Like, people forget that. They're a really good team. Graham Potter was an amazing man.
Chelsea was what?
Chelsea don't look good, man. They don't look good at all.
Against West Brom?
Okay, they're missing Ziyech.
I think they drew.
They're missing. They drew West Brom, but they're missing Ziyech. They're missing Pulisic. They're missing Chilwell. That squad's gonna improve, bro.
Similar to United. They shouldn't. Okay,
who played today?
They still have enough to beat us.
Chilwell.
Did he actually?
I think he did. He came on, or he came off.
I don't know. I think Emerson. No, I don't think. Maybe he came in as a sub, but I think Emerson and Azpilicueta or Marcus Alonso played. One of them. I don't think Chilwell played today.
No, Emerson came in. I remember.
Oh, okay. Then that's my apologies. But anyways, dude, at some point, if this shit don't get right, Frank Lampard could be sacked. You know who we're talking about? Roman Abramovich.
Yo, don't be surprised. First manager to get sacked is coming out of a top 7 club, top 6 club.
I agree. I think it's I just sucked because I wasn't here because I had my prediction. I thought Chelsea would get top 4, but with no trophies, I think Frank Lampard was going to get sacked. And if it happens earlier, it happens earlier. It's whatever. But the performance is not good enough. And this is what I tried to say to people, Chelsea fans, people like that. When you bring in 6 players, it needs time to come good, and it makes no sense to players that they got. Players like Ziyech, players like Havertz. They're both in the same area of the pitch, similar to Pulisic and Timo Werner. And Werner's struggling. Kai Havertz in his Premier League team games he hasn't looked amazing. But it takes time to transition in the league. But the aspirations, when you spend $200 million, championship aspirations. I don't you're there.
Well, at least like make the gap,
Yeah, I agree. Right. But dude, when
I
you
don't
like
think, I
I
don't think
said,
anybody was actually picking Chelsea to win the league, or if it was like
I
a
said
bold
it.
pick. A bold pick though. It's a bold
Yeah,
pick.
yeah, no,
they
100%,
need
100%.
aspirations are there, the pressure's there, and now we'll see. And we're talking about Roman Abramovich, but still early, And
Look, listen,
I got Greg Gardner.
I think we should wrap up
oh yeah,
European footy and talk just a little bit about the MLB. Postseasons are here. It's
talking about it
something.
right now. The
It's
Yankees
something.
Talk right now about the Yankees whooping on the Indians right now.
It's something we can
whooping
all
on-
come to an agreement on. I think. What is
Oh,
it? Is
Yankee
this the
fans.
only sport that we're all like in agreement with which team we support? I think so.
I think
so.
college football. No, college basketball.
Nah,
Syracuse
college
University.
basketball, I'm a Syracuse fan. Yeah,
Yeah,
college
sure.
football, I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. Shout out to my Miami boys. You know me, I'm a Hurricane fan now. Yeah.
No, but for real, like, what are you guys' thoughts on the MLB postseason
I mean,
in general?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I even watched one game.
Oh,
I watched like 2 games. That's it.
I'm not gonna lie. Because one, I think the whole situation for it starting was so dysfunctional. We didn't know if it was going to start, how many games, how many this, how many that. It was just, to me, I didn't have the excitement going into the season. Then you had the Miami Marlins situation that we said before, that it was COVID and stuff like that, where, we were thinking like maybe the league gets stopped and stuff. And then you have our team, the Yankees, and the injury situations, which is basically a storyline every year. And I wasn't interested in baseball this season. But as the playoffs now, it's very, very interesting. You got 16 teams, I believe, in the playoffs, having a wild card game.
I know.
It's very exciting. I have championship aspirations as a Yankee fan. The Yankees, we're Yankee fans. We expect to win the World Series every time. And we're looking good right now. Jared Cole's looking good. And we'll be here. We're going to keep updated. We're going to watch the games. And I'm happy. Good. Baseball. I love baseball. I love playoff baseball, man. As soon as it hits October, what is it? You got to think about baseball.
yeah.
So, Ahmed, go ahead, Ahmed. What do you think? Shout out to our Yankees.
Yeah, I mean, you basically covered the Yankees, but I think the favorites right now are probably the Los Angeles
Dodgers.
Straight up Dodgers. They by far the best team, I think.
Well, we know about the Dodgers.
If the Yankees,
we know about the Dodgers. We know about the Dodgers. What happens when they get to the World Series?
It's a different team now, And if the Astros,
I don't know about that.
Don't cheat.
Nah, forget about the Astros. They're nothing. Funny enough, they beat the Minnesota Twins. Embarrassing.
The Twins. I know. I was watching the game at work. Like I was sick, bro.
Embarrassing. Don't even talk about the Twins. People talking to me. They were saying that they should be in the freaking World Series. Yeah, learn your role, baby. The Yankees are here. We're here. I'm excited.
See, bro. This is a good game one to beat a team like the Indians, to smoke them at home. At the Indians, 11-2 to smoke them.
Do you have like
I was
sleeper
hearing
team?
a lot of talk about Shane Bieber. There's no talk about Shane Bieber, bro.
Justin
pitcher in the
Bieber?
world is Garrett Cole, and if we're being honest, it's probably DeGrom, but best pitcher in the playoffs is Garrett Cole.
Motherfucker should be named Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, dog.
Justin Bieber. You think Justin Bieber's gonna come on, bro? You can't mess with us.
Don't talk about it.
The scariest lineup, one healthy.
That lineup is nasty, but I wanted to ask you, do you think of any sleepers? Who do you have as a sleeper?
I mean, I always pick the A's because the A's always have a solid team.
I think they lost today, though.
Yeah,
it's all good. I think they win the next game.
We'll see.
A's always
any sleepers. I mean, who saw the White Sox coming? Nobody saw that. The Miami Marlins, bro. If they get it right, the Miami Marlins.
I like
Derek Jeter,
man.
Derek Jeter, man.
I'm a fan. I think a lot of the Miami fans can talk to me. I was thinking, I think I like what Miami's doing. I like what they're doing under Jeter's tutelage, my dog. So I'll be rooting for them. I'm happy for them. I'm wishing everything well for them. Everything that's been going on. They had a really good team back in the day, pre Jose Fernandez's death. They had something going on. Now, I'm happy for them. I'm feeling they had Sixto Sanchez, incredible pitcher, looks really good, insane player. So I'm happy for them. And you're right, they're a good sleeper. But I was gonna say Tampa. I wouldn't say they're really amongst
Tampa Bay's not a sleeper, bro.
They're not a sleeper, but the Rays, they're fucking nice, man.
They're good.
Yeah, we're gonna as Blake Snell, man. Blake Snell, insane player, man, insane. So
I saw today.
It's gonna be tough.
It was Jeff Passan. He was talking about it. The Rays are just like a bootleg version, and I only say bootleg because just money wise, but they're like the bootleg version of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah.
They're a really good team. Do I think the Yankees can beat them? Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see.
But I don't know if you want to call them sleeper, you know?
I think what's his DJ LeMahieu said it. He's like the Yankees are the best team. They're the most talented.
Yeah.
On paper, they are.
We gotta be healthy, and
you got to get it done.
Yeah.
So happy.
And that bullpen got to show up.
Hell yeah.
We'll see.
But we'll see. We're happy. More games to come. Happy. We'll be here. We'll be covering them.
Got a lot more content to come.
And we apologize. We apologize because NFL people, baseball people, we need to start covering them.
Yeah.
Is that like our first
How about
time?
NHL, bro? Can you imagine being a hockey fan and the Stanley Cup just went and nobody said a word, bro?
Tampa Bay, funny enough, they're looking good out there in Tampa Bay, man. Tampa Bay Bucks, the Rays.
No, I'm saying Tampa Bay, always had a great team. Like the hockey. Dan Colson, them boys. What?
Was it Tampa Bay Lightning, I believe?
Yeah.
They won. Yeah, credit to them. I'm not gonna lie to people. NHL, it's something I really want to get into. I like NHL.
It's so much better than the Rangers, but
yeah,
like a whole lot of Rangers players were on Tampa Bay, so we had some connection.
Happy for them, man. Happy for them.
Listen,
look,
you got a call.
Well, you're right. We definitely do got to touch on the NFL and MLB a little more. I think,
NFL definitely, because NFL, that's it's just so hard,
But we'll get there.
Jets and Giants fans, bro.
Yo, listen, people don't
there.
understand how hard it is. We are covering so many topics, and we're putting our knowledge into this. Like, we're here, we're doing our best, and we're not saying it's like, damn, like, chill. But nah, we love this shit, man. This is our passion, bro. That's what we do.
Absolutely. We got a lot more content coming. We're going to be doing more companions.
Hell yeah.
You guys really love the companions, bro. We get 200+ views consistently for all the companions.
Looking good, yeah. We got to do them. We're going to get them coming out, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got giveaways. Our giveaways are hot, man.
Yeah,
congratulations to the person who won.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Who won that kit, that nice kit.
It was Ole 99. That was nice.
Yeah.
We got more coming though. We definitely got more coming.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I guess we'll call the episode there.
Yeah, man.
Nice 2-hour episode. Thank you guys for watching.
2 hours?
Yes, sir. It was. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. Make sure you follow us. Yo, we hit 200 followers. We gained 75 followers in 3 days. So
we gotta get that Twitter going. Yo, guys, follow that Twitter, man.
Yeah, yo, we're much more active on Twitter than anywhere else. You got Ahmed putting out transfer. We are. We got Ahmed putting out transfers that are right.
We got the banter. We got everything, man. We're the best. I'm telling you guys, we're the best at this, man. Nobody can compare.
Like I said before, the fastest growing podcast on the planet.
Sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. All right.
Yes,
Thank you guys for watching.
In India.
That's true. Yo, we got Indian fans, bro. Shout out. Yeah, but thank you guys for watching. We'll definitely be sure to put out way more content. We got stuff coming up. Got it all planned out. We got the Champions League draw coming up, so we'll definitely do a video. Could have a guest or two there.
100%.
And so, look out for it. Subscribe. Put those notifications on. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
See you guys soon.